When will the price of XRP be highest? $100, and will it hit $100 for all of your original subscribers? That will in fact happen. For all the new watchers, let me talk about a few. It's now groundbreaking knowledge, given all the changes that have been happening with Nelly, the US Department of Treasury, Ripple stablecoin, Tether, and other things. You should all know about them by now, even for the first watchers. But in today's movie, I'll tell you exactly when we'll reach $100. We haven't really talked about this before, so get ready. Please tell us what you think in the space below. Once more, you can't tell me anything about XR. It wouldn't get to $100 even if you did. Of course, that's fine, but I promise you that you will be totally wrong. Did you remember what Brock Garlinghouse said about the stable Bitcoin market and where he thinks it will be in 2028? Also, keep in mind that they are steady and always underrated. Brad knows that the value of BTC and XRP will go through the roof. That's stablecoin. Ripple has always been about finding a way to link this new world with old money, also known as traffic old finance. We started that bridge with payments, and now we give banks stablecoins. The need for stablecoins has grown faster than expected. Some people think it will grow to over $2 or $3 trillion in a few years from its current value of $150 billion. The big players in this market, like Tether, are not based in the US. And to be honest, the US is kind of following them because all they want is rules. Yesterday, something like a new bill was brought up in the Senate to make some stablecoin rules. Even though I think this is a big step in the right way, I also think the market will keep growing. I think a U.Dash-based player that puts regulations first is doing a great job. You can tell Brad and play this great game. I really appreciate you being here, and holy Shestrus T, will it only be Ripple and USDC stablecoins? The number $2.8 trillion really shocked me. Who will get all that money since, now that we're in USDC, Tether is going to be carefully looked at. Keep in mind Tether's value and check it again in 2028 to see if it still says $2.8 trillion. At the moment, the cap is $100 billion or $110 billion to be exact, and it's not clear how it works. In any case, let's just pick 2028. Have only USB and USDX. So the Binance and DAI stablecoins could be important. That being said, keep in mind that any stablecoin used in institutions needs to be regulated by all officials at all levels. As long as the DAI stablecoin and these other ones stay stable, you get the idea. But if you don't have the right fences around your stable with 2 or 3 billion market values, coin it. It's not going to be interested in the $1.4 trillion that can be bought right now. Because of everything going on, some people said it had to do with the current state of the US Treasury and Ripple, as well as the connections we were finding. Crazy things turned out to be true. So this $1.4 trillion deal is going through. The Ripple stablecoin gives XRP and the XRP ledger a big chance because it makes them more appealing. Take a look at the numbers. Regulation is something that has been planned for a very long time. We'll talk about that soon. Let's go now. It took a long time to make this. Now, people who hate look stupid. It seems like a better idea to recall Executive Order 13772, which lays out basic rules for keeping the US banking system safe now that the event is over. I told you they were very active. Craig Phillips joined the board of directors of Ripple at the same time, which gave the company more depth in its leadership, policies, and employees. Basically, you will involve them a lot when you explain how this will work and what steps you will take. Let me share what I know with you. You see, a lot of people thought we were guessing during this event and while it was going on. Everything else, but now look at the same people who say $100 XRP will never happen. They are going to look silly. Again, it was all guesswork, just like with the people who weren't moved by anything and thought there were no correlations. But this is from the US with a department of 32.91 per XRP, which is very traditional. They lied. Treasury, let's move on to the main way that Robert Mitnick and Susan Attlee figure out how much digital assets are worth. Why do we need to go over this again? Since everything makes sense now, they made predictions about what would happen, but those predictions were way off. And you'll agree with that. It looks like they thought there would be about 100 billion XRP in circulation, which is a drastically low estimate. They were way too careful with their predictions because there aren't even 100 billion XRP in circulation yet. That number will only go up and end up being higher than $32.90. Zero, they think that $556 billion worth of XRP is being used every day. And with that much, it would mean that XRP is worth $32.90 zero. If you look at how they set up business payments, it's clear that they want to buy Tether, which is worth $153 billion on the market. Let's say, give or take, they say that by 2030, the amount of XRP transactions will hit $556 billion. And if Ripple stablecoin is anything to go by, it will be worth more than $800 billion by 2028. Large amounts of volume will be used in the stablecoin through the XRP ledger and XRP, which is what makes this huge storm. Okay, so buying in XRP at $291,100 will return 100%, so don't miss out. That's how many peanuts there are based on $556 billion. The only thing we need to do here is increase their main ideas by 3. the daily volume would reach $1.6 trillion, which would value XRP at $98.73, make it go off the charts. If all regulations are ignored, the goal of $100 will be achieved in 2028. This means that on a very conservative scale, the crypto ecosystem will have a market value of more than $40 trillion or $50 trillion in 2028. In other words, Ripple doesn't need more than $8 trillion in market capital. A utility coin doesn't have a market capitalization because its value is unlimited and grows as it is used. What do you think about $100 in 2028? Comments below, but it doesn't matter that events worth $1.6 trillion are happening because we could only look at 3 banks and 3 groups. Hi, JP Morgan. This is just the start of what $100 for XRP can mean. The FX market city now trades around $20 trillion every day. From where I stand, it seems pretty cautious, but that's where I'm going. In the end, there will be $100 XRP. A huge number of people will be happy with gains of $2, $3, and $5 to $10. $20 for the last thought or secret film, $50 to $60 to sign up. I'm sure a lot of people will sell early, though. It's over as soon as people start buying XRP. The value will be spread out across the new global economy, which will receive trillions of dollars every day from all the countries that are linked to us. Basis in terms of both amount and evenness, and you will be the machinery that supports it. We want to do all of those things, and we think it's very likely that we can. For Ripple, that will be very helpful. I think that it will be very good for XRP. It's a digital resource we use, so get ready for it to happen. If you want to be negative, you could just sit there and say that it is silly and will never happen. It's going to get crazy. We'll be back soon with another movie. Also, this is going to be a huge announcement about a huge event that's happening. The times are pretty much set.